How's it going? I'm Justin Clark. I'm the Global Design Engineer of Snowboards here at K2 Snowboarding, and today we're talking about the 2023 Cold Shoulder. So the Cold Shoulder is a part of our women's all-mountain line. It's definitely one of the most capable and versatile snowboards that we have in the K2 line. Getting into a little bit of the details of the board, it's a overall directional shape with what we call a micro taper. So it's 3 millimeters of taper in the tail. That little bit of added taper is going to help with extra float and powder, as well as it helps with turn initiation, especially when you get into some deeper, more aggressive terrain. It's going to just allow that rider to be able to maneuver their tail because it has that less surface area. So overall, just freeing up the board, but not a crazy amount of taper where you can still totally ride the board switch, hit some park features switch, some side hits, maybe do a little half cab into some powder off a cliff. Getting into the camber profile of the Cold Shoulder, it's got our directional combination camber. So we have camber from just outside of the inserts, and that's going to give you a lot of control, pop, and drive out of the board. And then there's a good amount of early rise in the nose, and then a little bit less early rise in the tail. And the whole point of the early rise is that's going to help with added float and powder, make the board super forgiving, easy to ride. You're not going to catch your edge. You can do butter tricks with a lot of ease. Just really, frees up the board. So it's sort of the best of both worlds with that combination camber. And then getting into a little bit of the tech of the board and why this thing is so great, it's got our women's specific rhythm core. So it's a core that's mixed of bamboo, aspen, and paulownia. And we actually do the core all out of paulownia in the tips and the tails, so it significantly reduces the swing weight of the board. So you can maneuver the board through tight trees, it spins faster, and overall you gotta work less to do more with this board. So the rhythm core is really awesome. We absolutely love it. On top of that, we have our ICG 10 glass. So that's Biax Fiberglass with 10 tip to tail carbon stringers in there. So the extra carbon stringers are going to make it so the board has a little bit more liveliness, pop, and that flex isn't going to break down as fast over time. So the board's going to hold up for quite a few seasons. And then hopping over to the base here, we've got our 4000 Sintered base. So really high quality, durable base, holds wax really well. So yeah, overall, this is definitely a fan favorite, team favorite. Girls like Melissa Rotano, Kennedy Deck, they absolutely love ripping around on the mountain with this board. So if you've got any more questions on the tech or features, head to an authorized K2 dealer or go to k2snow.com.